Good evening everyone, Kalla here, welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. Today is more Twisted Wonderland, but this time it is an event. This is The Phantom Bride. Got a subtitle, but I can't read it right. Love at First Fright. So, shall we get into it? Looks like even the first chapter has a battle. So, for which I'm gonna want Water and Flora. That's a Water and Flora character. What to team for Flora, maybe? And then swap Jack. For Azel, I think. Yeah. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, this is an event, so I've got to attempt to do impressions. So, please, will you marry me? That's not quite right for FL, but we'll don't bother looking at any other guys. Marry me. Would you give me your hand in marriage? Mon trésor, I implore you to allow me to be your eternally devoted love. Wow, I am so bad at trying to give impressions of these guys. How it all started? Yes, good. We need to know that. Because what is going on here? It stinks. I don't want to do a bunch of lousy cleaning. Rochambeau is rock, paper, scissors, right? So we rock, paper, scissors for it. Fair and square. I don't know why it's called Rochambeau. I don't know why people call it Rochambeau. I don't know what the etymology on that is. Come on, one more game. Double or nothing. What's double cleaning look like, Grim? I don't know who this could be. Now see here. Oh, ghost. What are you filthy vermin doing here? Oh, it's just one of our usual ghosts. I don't know, these ones are dressed all fancy-like. Wait, no it ain't. This one's sporting a totally different getup. This domicile is the princess's guest house. Outsiders are strictly forbidden. What princess? And what's this dummy seal stuff you're jabbering about? Fling those fancy words out around all you want. This is my dorm, meaning you're the outsider, bub. Actually, Grim, I think you'll find it's my dorm. How patently absurd. This manor has belonged to our nation long before you rapscallions were born. I'll have to give you a sound drubbing if you refuse to leave. Oh no! Ghosts are trying to take our dorm away. Extremely weak ghosts. Goodbye now. The Perfect Prince. Not sure you're gonna find one of those at Night Raven. Now I suggest you leave peaceably, lest I box your ears again. We just got ousted from our own dorm. What in the name of tuna is going on? Hey, Kalla, we gotta find the head mage and get him to evict those ghosts. Yeah. Well, since when has the head mage helped us out of the goodness of his heart? A gaggle of... no, that's not right. What's my Crowley voice? A gaggle of ghosts in white hats took over your dorm and kicked you out. That's right. They just showed up and started acting like they owned the place. Spouting off some hoity-toity gobbledygook about a princess, too. A princess? Ah, now I see. Your dorm was unoccupied before this year, so I didn't address the matter, but... I suppose it's that time of year again. What time of year again, Crowley? What do you mean, again? The ghosts who so unceremoniously ejected you from the dorm are the Ghost Bride's retainers. Ghost Bride? What kind of title is that? I can't tell if it's supposed to be swanky or spooky. The story is that she's a princess of a kingdom that fell long ago, or some such. She dreamt of marrying a handsome prince, but she tragically perished before that dream could be realized. To this day, her ghost clings to the idea of marrying the perfect prince. She always comes to Twisted Wonderland around this time of year searching for a groom. And when she does, she and her retainers use Ramshackle Dorm as their base of operations. Out of all the decrepit abandoned dwellings in the world, Her Royal Highness picked ours. It's really quite the honour. We got kicked out of our own home and you're bragging about it? That ain't right. You gotta show these pompous spooks the door. I'm afraid I can't be bothered. I mean, although I sympathise with your plight, we shouldn't bother. After all, she is searching for a groom she'll never find. Why not? The qualifications for the perfect prince are, and I quote, at least 180 centimetres tall with an air of nonchalance. Healthy, lustrous skin, lidded eyes, a charming smile. I'd hope his eyes have lids. Eyelids are kind of necessary on a person. Bright, shimmering hair, lips so arresting that you just have to kiss them. There's more, but you get the gist. In summary, a preposterously prepossessing gentleman. Her standards are pure fantasy. She'll never find a man in Twisted Wonderland who comes close. Ramshackle Dorm is the only thing that suffers from her annual flight of fancy. Give her a few days and she'll give up and leave. Yeah, but... Headmage, where are we supposed to be, staying for those few days? It's hardly worth all this brouhaha. I advise you to let it go and find a friend to stay with in the interim. I think Ace and Juice I was, right? Actually, there's a lot of people in this school that I was. Sure, we can find someone's room to stay in. Hi Nick, it's going okay. We've been turfed out of Ramshackle Dorm by a bunch of fancy pants ghosts. You're making us find a place to stay? Some head mage you are. Yeah, I don't know what you expected, Grim. I don't know what you expected. Mage! Why, if it isn't Ortho's Shroud of Ignihide, what could have gotten you in such a tizzy? It's an emergency, sir. About Idia. Yes, what about your brother? The thing is, Idia's been kidnapped by ghosts! What? You think this is the best story event so far? I will have to see. Oh, that's silent. Oh, I already need to go and do another battle. Okay, we need to go redo this one. Let's just grab the first person on my list, because these ghosts are not that strong.
すぐに終わらせてやる。
尻尾を巻いて逃げてもいいぜ。やるな。ええ。お安くしておきます。ほら。
Bye bye, ghosts.
これは大健闘でしたね。
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first battles aren't going to be that difficult, are they? Let's see how difficult this next battle is. I finally found you. Okay, we want Fire and Flora. Who's the first person on my list that fulfills those requirements? There we go. Fire and Flora team. The thing is, Hidea's been kidnapped by ghosts. I don't really know how to do an ortho voice. I'm sorry. What? Kidnapped? That's what I'm telling you. Here, I've got some footage to show you. The campus security cameras recorded it last night. Now, hold on. You can't just hack our security system and access whatever you please. Shh, be quiet, I'm playing it now. Yeah, okay, maybe I need to be more childish for it. Shh, be quiet, I'm playing it now. Something like that, maybe. I don't remember what he sounds like. Man, the security tapes aren't that great, are they? What's with all this noise? Idiot voice. Idiot voice. I pre-ordered the latest volume of my favourite manga online, but it didn't come in time. It was a special edition with the autograph card, too. So much for my day one nerd cred. Well, no one's out this late. Might as well hit up the school store and pick up a copy. Huh? Who's there? I finally found you. My prince! Aw, isn't she cute? Even if she is probably the bride from the Haunted Mansion. Yeah! Was that? I'm afraid so. Dear oh dearie me. It would appear the Ghost Bride has found her perfect husband at last. You're saying Idia's perfect husband material? Last I checked, he wasn't like any storybook prince I'd ever seen. He's a little slouchy, never leaves his room, he's got that apathetic look going on, not to mention his creepy smile. Wait a second. Tall, nonchalant, healthy skin that's never exposed to UV rays, lidded eyes, and I suppose charming is one way to describe his smile. His hair is literally a flame, so it could be considered bright and shimmering, and blue lips certainly qualify as arresting. Though an admittedly liberal interpretation, it could be argued that he meets the ghost's criteria. So Idia's hair is actually fire, then. Yep, Idia's clearly the coolest guy around. Curse that ghost and her discerning taste. Somehow I ain't convinced. Regardless, this situation has taken a rather grave turn. Grave. Being chosen by the Ghost Bride means we've got trouble. Goodness, just listen to that ruckus outside. What is this infernal racket? Head mage, and Kalla and Grim, we've got a situation on our hands. Some strange ghosts we've never seen barged into the cafeteria and declared they were turning it into a wedding venue. They tried to take the place over. We fought back, of course, but they just revived every time we beat them. Stop right there! Oh, no, wait. Lilia's voice is like way lower than that. All I did was tease them a little, and they got all bent out of shape. Those ghosts need thicker skin. Ah, seriously? Why do you Insomnia guys lead the ghosts in here? How dare you take such an aggressive tone with Lilia? If you refuse to learn your place, I'll send you packing. We're fighting Sevak?
すぐに終わらせてやる。
俺のかっこいいとこ拡散してね。うまくやるんすよ。
Oh no, we're just fighting ghosts. Oh. Bye bye, ghosts!
話にならねえ。出直してこい。
You hit send of it first. Marrying a ghost. How do you like that? Are you seriously stopping to gloat? The next batch of ghosts is already rising up. There's no end to them. Everyone fall back and retreat. Also, which NPCs do you want to have, like Crowley? Or are we talking the ghosts? I don't believe those ghosts will follow us this far out. Malhigs are killing me. Ah, Haste and Deuce. Have you been forced to flee to the sports field as well? Greetings to you as well, Kalla. Glad to see you're safe and sound. You see, at least Azel said hi to me. We were in the auditorium when some ghosts came out of nowhere and chased us out. We were in the middle of studying together too. I work hard with the Ghost Bride. Yeah, she's cute. What you mean is you were getting help from us, Callum. He was so close to figuring out that problem too. We were in a classroom when a bunch of unfamiliar spectres told us it was a bridal dressing chamber and locked us out. More's the pity. I would have enjoyed being able to study fashion under Ville's tutelage for longer. We drove them off several times, but they just kept coming. Yeah, they kicked me out of the lab. They were all like, stay out of the family lounge. You think that's bad? I was just walking down the hall, minding my own business, when these ghosts got all up in my face. It looks like this is everyone who got booted from the main building. Yeah, getting choosed by Riddle and Azel. Actually, I'm not sure I'd want to be tutored by Azel, because I think he would want me to pay for that. It sounds like the whole building's been seized by those white uniformed ghosts. What in the world's going on, head mage? Allow me to explain. It all started last night with my brother. Now I see. Idia happened to be the perfect prince the Ghost Bride's been searching for. That's the general idea, yes? No one believes that, huh? Idia, the perfect prince? You're kidding, right? Bridie sure knows how to pick him. I mean, Idia's not that bad. But I mean, I'm not sure I'd call him a prince. Of all the times for Idia to choose to emerge from his cave, hilarious. I mean, how unfortunate for him. Yeah, I guess when the Ghost Bride was around, like, the previous year, Idia was just holed up in his room the entire time. Therefore she didn't see him. This is no laughing matter. I can only assume none of you know what happens when you're the Ghost Bride's groom. You probably die. You know, so she can have a ghost husband. I would imagine. What's the matter, head mage? That's quite the scowl you've got there. To marry a ghost means that you bind yourself to someone who's already dead. Hence, if Idia marries her, his soul will leave his body and he will depart for the afterlife. Yep, that's kind of what I expected. I guess we definitely need to save him. What? I foolishly assumed that the bride's standards were so unrealistic he'd never find anyone, so I wrote the whole thing off as a non-issue. My brother's gonna turn into a ghost? Yeah, she definitely feels like the bride from the Haunted Mansion. That is a fancy tailcoat, Rook. But yeah, Rook looks off without a hat. I don't like it. Rook needs a hat. Like, he could have had a top hat. A top hat would have worked very nicely. Backstabbing student. We can't let that happen. Please, head mage, you have to save Idia. But of course. With a peer's life at stake, I'm sure all of the kind souls here would be more than glad to lend their aid. Yeah, because there's no way Crowley's doing things himself. He's gonna make us sort it. Nah. So now you're all in sync. But why? You could all help. He snubs the company of others, yet we're supposed to fly to his rescue. I see no reason to indulge such selfish behaviour. I mean, he's not being selfish. You're the selfish one, Vel. This is your bro's problem, not ours. Figure it out yourself. Okay, fine. I can handle it, sure. Hey, wait! You can't possibly think you can do this alone. Running simulation of Idia Shroud rescue mission. Priority, shortest time to achieve objective. Simulation completed successfully, commencing live operation. Charging technomagnetic energy. Target Night Raven College main building. Wait. Although I don't think blowing up the school is, I mean, yes, that's probably the quickest way to retrieve him from in there, but, no. Technomantic beam firing in 5, 4, 3, 2... Stop! Were you truly about to vaporize our historic building? I forbid you from firing that beam. Look, if no one's going to help, I don't have any other option. As for the rest of you, are you absolutely certain you wish to stick with your initial answer? Because if you actually abandon Idiot to his fate... So what if we do? Don't bother threatening me, cause... Why look, there's a Night Raven College student now. Huh? What are you doing? Hello there, I'm a reporter with TVC News. You attend Night Raven College, correct? Yeah, I guess. Whoa, geez, ever hear of personal space head mage? Is it true that ghosts took over your campus? Give us an honest answer. Oh, by the way, this is going to be in tomorrow morning's edition. Here, let me get a picture for the article. That flash is making me see stars. Student was kidnapped as well, yes, and you abandoned him when he needed you the most. Isn't that right? Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not even in his dorm. So you deserted him just because you weren't close? How utterly ruthless. This deserves a special feature. Sage's Island, rocked by horrific betrayal at prestigious academy. Dude, cut it out! Stop pointing that camera at me! Quit it! If Shroud never returns, I can assure you the press will be crawling over our campus day and night, hounding you with questions. I, being the considerate person I am, have no desire to see my students run ragged with fear and anxiety. If you want help, I'll hack the TV stations and remove any censoring from your faces on TV. And I'll make sure to add a ticker that reads, Backstabbing Student. My, the apple doesn't fall far from the twisted tree. I suspect the head mage would be held responsible if a scandal broke out. He'd have the most to lose. But it'd still be bad for us. My mum would cry if she saw me on the news like that. The tabloids would have a field day, ripping my image to shreds. Unacceptable on all levels. Looks like they've forced us to lend a helping hand. I won't stand for any allegations that claim Briar Valley's heir apparent failed to save a single child of man. You're absolutely right, Lilia. And I believe we've reached a consensus. We'll all work together to rescue poor Shroud from the Ghost Bride. Are you actually gonna help, Headmage? How fortunate I am to have such a kind-hearted student body. That's the fakest smile I've ever seen. Yeah, I wonder what TVC News would stand for. Oh, I guess it's Twisted Broadcasting Corporation. Or something along those lines. Let's brainstorm how we're gonna save my brother. What if we tried talking things out with the bride? We could even do it over a dinner party. Maybe she'll let Idia go if we just explain the issue. Not quite sure that's gonna work, Callum. A lovely proposal, Roy Dore, isn't it? Yeah, Roy Dore. Though there's one troubling detail. Would a bride who spent so long seeking her groom be willing to relinquish him? In Dutch TVC, it would be tuberculosis. Ah, I see. When I see TVC, I think to be continued. Were it myself, I would never let my dear beloved go. And I guess violence is our only option. No, that's the problem. We've already tried duking it out, and where did that get us? Here, in this field, that's where. Precisely. These ghosts cannot be defeated with a mere fight. Things would be exceedingly troublesome if we got on their bad side. We should consider combat only as a last resort. Ghosts, Young Sam is quite the authority on all that's creepy and crawly, you know? What if we sought his expertise? Young Sam? Do you mean Sam, the guy running the school store? Mm-hmm. I'm acquainted with his great-great-grandfather. You sure love dropping hot goss on us, huh, Lilia? With no hint if you're being for real or not. Onward to the school store! Well, if it isn't the head major of the merry band of imps in tow, what brings you to my humble store today? Yeah, to Lilia, we're all young. To Lilia, I bet the head major's young. Actually, to Lilia, I bet, I've forgotten his name. The history teacher. I bet he's young to Lilia. I kid, I already know. You're dealing with the Ghost Bride, aren't you? You're one step ahead of us, it seems, almost like you knew we'd be coming. My friends in the shadows keep me well informed. Train, thank you. Yes, train. That was it. Oh, hello, Heike Obake. Welcome to the stream. It is quite the conundrum, though. Ghosts are beings who are trapped in this world because of powerful, lingering attachments. You can make them go poof for a short while with magic, but they'll always come back. There's no sending them on to the hereafter as long as their attachment remains unsolved. And the Ghost Bride's attachment is the fact that she never got married. Which we can't solve without sacrificing someone to her. Oh, so that's why those ghosts in the Ramshackle just kept coming back every time we clobbered them. Exactamundo! Ghosts can be tricky customers. So, how do we save Idia? It's not like I can expect some item that magically solves our problems to be... in stock. Wait, you got something? Your selection of wares never ceases to amaze. Tragic brides have existed for eons. They develop lingering attachments and stick around as ghosts all the time. Lots of ghost brides means lots of people suffering, which means there are lots of anti-ghost bride items in the world. Here's your ticket to expelling the ghost bride, the Circle of Severance. That looks like a ring, Sam. It is a ring, okay. Put the ring on the ghost's left ring finger after saying this incantation. I vow to love you for as long as you live. Well, I mean, since the Ghost Bride is dead already, I guess that means nothing. The ring will then sever the ghost's lingering attachment and send her on to the afterlife. So it sets up an escape clause. No promises once you're dead. What a handy ring, or what a messed up ring. Is it handy or messed up? It's handy because it's our way out of the Ghost Bride situation. Absolutely no. Nope, that's That's... okay. Positively, positively. It is the perfect answer to your woes. But this begs the question of how we're supposed to get that ring on the ghost's finger. Couldn't we no. Couldn't we simply give it to her as a gift? As a token of our heartfelt regard, perhaps? It would only frighten her if a man she didn't know waltzed up and gifted her a ring. And with good reason. So, basically what we need to do is get the ring to Idia so that he can use it in the wedding ceremony. Right? Not to mention trying to put it on our left ring finger. No woman alive or dead would permit that. Soon to be hubby Idia could probably get away with it, but he's already being held captive. Then we must become worthy of bestowing a ring upon her. And how would we do that? By becoming her fiancé. And how do you plan on doing that, Azel? After all, a fiancé would be expected to place an engagement ring on his bride's finger. But the bride's already picked Idia. She's not exactly taking applications. Ah, you're suggesting someone steal her affections. Stealing a bride sounds delightfully dramatic and intriguing. Ask for the ghost bride's hand, put the ring on her finger, retrieve shroud. I dub this scheme Operation Proposal. We've established our mission. Now, who will most likely ensure its success? But of course. Kalla, I ask that you gather the following students. Which students? Who does Crowley think are the Ghost Bride's type? Time for roll call. Trey Clover, Jack Howell. Okay, so Trey. Jade Leach, Floyd Leach, King Scholar, Schoenheit, Zigwalt. Those ghosts were chasing me everywhere, so this is where you all escaped to. I'm quite relieved we could meet up with you. Head Mage, may I ask what you want with the 7 of us? I want you to ask for the Ghost Bride's hand in marriage. Excuse me? Just what are you on about? Pardon me. It would be a dereliction of my duty to dispatch my vice house warden while I sit on the sidelines. Allow me to join them, Head Mage. Riddle? One of the bride's requirements is that her husband be over 180 centimeters, and you are a lot shorter than that. So I don't think you're a good one. I'm pretty sure that the head mage has picked these students because they are tall. Unfortunately, I can't, Roseheart. Why ever not? You must ask what these 7 students have in common. The answer is simple. They're tall. They're all over 180 centimeters tall. Are you calling me short? Yes, we are, Riddle. Oh man, you can't reach the "you must be this tall" sign. Want to stand on my tail fin? Might give you some extra height. Not in the least. She's choosing a husband based on height, so she'd prefer some slippery scoundrel like Ford just because he happens to be tall. That's ridiculous. Now, Riddle, everyone has their quirks. Yes, Riddle has been measured against the "you must be this tall to ride" sign and found wanting and sent out of the queue. He needs to come back with some heels. Yes, I know, there's no accounting for taste. That's the spirit. Besides, being small's got its own charm. Wait. Where's Goldfishy? Did he just disappear? Oh dear. Oh dear, Floyd, are you going with the "you're so short I didn't even see you there"? What are you talking about, Floyd? I'm right. Oh, there you are. I couldn't see you from up here. Do you really want to be making Riddle mad, Floyd? Yeah. I was expecting an "off with your head" there. Riddle, he's just goading you again. The Ghost Bride has spent years searching for her perfect companion. She'll be unwilling to compromise. She seeks a myriad of quantities in a groom, from a particular countenance to physique. But most of those qualities are vague at best. However, the one quality that is unambiguous is height. As much as I applaud your dedication, Roseheart, I must ask you to defer this job to ensure a successful operation. Ah, yes, Nick, you're tall, aren't you? I would not be in the running. I'm close, but not enough at 170-ish. I mean, also, I probably wouldn't qualify on the basis of not being a guy, but you know. It's my height that's the problem, clearly. Doesn't Malleus also meet the height requirements? Why have you not called him? Because no one invites Malleus to anything. Also, is he actually that tall, or are you counting his horns, or... It is true that Malleus is a literal prince. Were he to propose, I'm sure she would welcome him with open arms. But it wouldn't do for Briar Valley's heir apparent to propose to a random ghost, even if, nay especially if, that proposal is a lie. Simply proposing could set off an international incident, Sevex offering his services in Malleus's stead. I could ask for no greater honour than to act on our lord's behalf. Open arms, whatever. You got no clue if she'd choose Malleus. Yeah, Malleus possesses a singular beauty. If he were here, he'd be selected as a matter of course. The rest of you are but specks of dust on his immaculate boots. Rude much? Yeah, what a mouth. Please, you're all a bunch of unwashed, overripened vegetables. Also rude, Vel. Who needs Malleus when I'm on the job? I mean, Leona also classifies as literal prince, right? It might be an impossible task for most, but for me, Operation Proposal is as good as done. Marvellous! It's wonderful to see two house wardens so eager to step up. I'll put up the surveillance feed so the rest of us can monitor your progress. I'm positively certain she'll choose Vil. You couldn't find a fairer groom if you tried. Wouldn't you agree, Ebel? Huh? Oh, if I had to propose to a lady all fancy-like and spout a bunch of sappy lines, I'd cringe so hard my soul would leave my body. But I'm sure Vil can pull this off. I heard all that, you know. We'll make sure to catch every moment of your shining beauty, Vil. Cafeteria is all decked out for a wedding, I see. With some suitably haunting decor. Why are the chairs done up like tombstones? Meanwhile, on the bride's side. Oh, what a lovely day this is! I haven't felt so alive since, well, when I was alive. Finally, at long last. Also, I really like her little soul fire right there with the smiley face on it too. Look at the little soul fire, it's so cute. Yeah, Heike, it does look really nice, doesn't it? I like the blue tiebacks and things. They're nice. And the flowers. I found you, my perfect prince! Somebody get me out of here! Poor idiot. A wedding involves a lot of people. I'm sure he's not happy. Okay, what do we need? A total of 20 rings. I need to find 4 more rings, huh? So let's go do this battle again then.
俺のかっこいいとこ拡散してね。わかった。わかった。しっかりしろ。情けねえ面すんな。よし。嫌い。もう十分でしょ。バイバイ。
Now, how many rings did that get me? 2. Okay. Gotta go again. The pit. We'll have. It might have been a cake. It might be a cake back there. Let's have a look when we next see it well enough.
すぐに終わらせてやる。
ここは俺の縄張りっす。ナイス。任せろ。足止めさせてもらう。そんなもん。せい。逃げんな。話にならねえ。出直してこい。
Right. Now we can do the next one, which is also a battle. Oh, all water. Okay, all water. Another. And auto team for water. Oh no, it isn't all water, it's water and cosmic. I messed up. Let's pump the... I still can't properly see that. Is it a cake? Or is it like a pile of presents or something? It's really hard to tell. First a bunch of ghosts surround me out of nowhere, then they tie me up and now I'm being forced into marriage? I don't want to get married, I'm still in school. Oh, idiot, darling, you're jumping for joy. I just love a man who's full of energy. Oh, Princess Eliza, you finally found your soulmate. You know, I know it's been your dream to marry a perfect prince ever since you were a girl. You were a wee girl. Yet you were robbed of both that dream and your life. Fate can be too cruel. If only I'd gotten to your room sooner, you'd have made it out alive. Silly Nana, are you dwelling on the past again? Come, don't let ancient history bring you down. You know, she's awfully solid for a ghost. You know, do you think Nana is her Nana? All my suffering and sorrow was for a purpose. In the end, I never would have met my darling Idia otherwise. What a positive outlook you have, my lady. Okay, let's pump the brakes for a second. I don't want to be that guy, but don't I get a say in this? You ungrateful lout, you should be ecstatic to have the honour of marrying Her Highness. Ecstatic? Is that the normal reaction with people who are forced to marry a ghost? You have no idea, do you? No idea how marvellous it will be to spend eternity with our sweet innocent princess. Oh dear, you two quarrelling? Puffy, don't be so mean to my darling Idia. He's going to be my hubby quite soon after all. Of course, Your Highness, my apologies. Grumpy. Princess, there's trouble afoot. What's gotten you into such a lather, Grampy? We've had a report from the gatekeepers. Suitors are showing up in droves to ask for Your Highness's hand in marriage. Suitors? Just so. They're all students of Night Raven College, same as Mr. Idia. This is mondo confusing, but I'll take any chance I can to get out of here. just so you know, all the students at Night Raven College are eligible bachelors, like turbo eligible. Rich boys, preppy boys, bossy boys, cute boys, pretentious boys, you name it, they've got it. And I'm like the bottom of the barrel compared to them. Alright, sweetie. It doesn't matter who comes calling, I'll turn down every one of them. You just relax and wait right here. You didn't listen to a word I said! Nana, Grumpy, get my sweet Idia ready while I tend to the suitors. Yes, Your Highness. What do you mean, ready? Ready for what? For what? I'm looking forward to a most delightful and memorable first look. Consider it done. We'll put our skills to the test and turn Idia into the finest of grooms. Don't come any closer! Did he just get beaten? Was that the noise of Idia being beaten up by ghosts and dragged off to get changed? To think that 7 suitors would show up at once. I know I'm the right prince for your princess. Do not accept any paltry substitutes. Prince! I know she'll end up falling head over heels for me. Come on, be a good sport and let me meet her, would you? Who are you and what have you done with Bill? I'm not just a model, remember? I'm also a professional actor. I keep tons of acts in my back pocket for a rainy day. She wants a prince, doesn't she? A professional always delivers. You don't even know if you like her, Bill, yet are you going to lead her on? You should take love more seriously, if you ask me. Jack? This isn't supposed to be about love, this is supposed to be about saving Idia. Ah, would you look at that? A talking sea urchin. All I'm saying is this is basically a scam, and that ain't cool, you know. Well, yes, but Idia dying is also not cool, Jack. Jack, buddy, you're looking at this all wrong. Buddy? This is a competition to see who among us can charm the bride. And I never hold back in a competition, simple as that. You know, I'll take the regular you over this slime ball. I mean, isn't the regular Bill kind of a bit of a slime ball anyway? What's wrong, Leona? Scared you're gonna lose? You think I'm scared? Hey, Ghosty. I came all this way to see the lady, so get a move on and bring her out here. How dare you refer to Her Highness with such flagrant disrespect? You're all random strangers as far as I'm concerned. We've no reason to trust you. So if you truly want to see Her Highness, you'll have to prove your strength. And this is how we get in the fight. I see.
すぐに終わらせてやる。
尻尾を巻いて逃げてもいいぜ。
わかりました。
And yeah,
やります。
we'll just go for two.
お安くしておきかわい
先手一勝。
無駄です。
Just as all alone.
話にならない。出直してこい。
An audience with the princess. We're making it through, are we? I mean, Vil's very good at fighting, right? Goodness me, you're much better than I expected. I can see your suit is serious. I permit you an audience with the princess. You may pass. Are you the ones who seek my hand? There she is. So that's the ghost bride who nabbed Idia. I appreciate you coming all this way, but I'm afraid I have to apologize. You see, there's this lovely man named Idia, and we've already promised ourselves to each other. He's tall, with an air of nonchalance. His skin is luminous, his lidded eyes dignified. Oh, and he has the most charming smile that he reserves just for me. His hair is so vibrant it burns, and he's got the loveliest lips, which are a colour I've never seen before. Aren't they the same colour as yours, lady? You know, because it's your dad. He's positively dashing, perfect in every way. Weirdly, I can't say that description doesn't match Idia. Your attentions flatter me, but compared to my darling Idia, you're obviously superior. Yeah, of course these two have taken this as a challenge. Looks like they've lost sight of our objective. Oh, well, if you insist. Fine, I suppose I'll see if any of you are fit to be my husband. Let's start with you, the rugged one with the cute ears. You're talking to me, right? Bet she's going for Jack. Okay, yeah, hey. I'm Leona Kingscholar. Go ahead and test me. I'm your guy, guaranteed. Would you believe how long I've waited? Huh? I've waited for so very long. What? For a glimpse of that tender smile from you. I am so lost. Okay, so she was going for Leona. Leona is the one with the cute ears, huh? Oh wait, that was supposed to be a song. Why is she bursting into song? Is choosing one of us too much for her? You're out! What? Got slapped by a ghost. That's a serious handprint. Ow! Why did the ghost suddenly slap him? Unbelievable! The princess was singing right in front of you and you wouldn't even join her for a duet. Ah, yeah, of course. The duet is important. You're no prince at all. Eesh, and Leona's the only actual prince in our group. Next, you there with the pretty blonde hair. So that's going to be Vil? But not... His hair's not entirely blonde, though. Hey there. The name's Vil Schoenheit. Alrighty. Would you believe how long I've waited? Waiting for me all this time. I've waited for so very long. My feelings won't steer me wrong. For a glimpse of that tender smile from you. Is he actually singing along with some random ghost tune none of us have heard before? And harmonizing perfectly, I might add. I could serenade you forever. That's the least I could do for someone whose love I seek. How very charming! Oh, she's got a little ghost flame over on the other side too. I love that they share her expression as well. Now, what's your dog's name? Why are you asking about dogs? For one thing, I live in a dorm. Of course I don't have a dog. You're out! They're all gonna get slapped. I love that. Ow! I don't believe this. Have you any inkling how valuable my face is? Yeah, there's the Vil we know. Anyone would break character if they got turbo slapped like that. You're no prince in my book if you don't have a big dog who'll come running when you whistle for help. I don't think Idia has a dog either. I don't even know if he can sing. She's got a very narrow view of what princes are. Leona, Vil, are you two okay? What's wrong? You're both freezing up. Did she slap you that hard? I can't move. They're paralyzed. What? Paralyzed by a ghost slap. Well, that's quite a power that Miss Eliza has, huh? Toying with a fair maid's heart. That is indeed what they were trying to do, wasn't it? Yeah. Admittedly, the big dog criteria would also put me out of the running. It's like I'm bound from head to toe. Can't even flex my fingers. I can't use magic either. What is happening? I've been searching for my perfect prince for 500 years. Yet you dare to march in here and claim to be him when you're so clearly not. You deserve an extensive lesson on the pitfalls of toying with a fair maid's heart. I'd say the same amount of time I've spent waiting should suffice. Oh no, they're frozen to the spot for 500 years. Do I have the other stuff she wants? Also no. My eyes have lids. That was one of her requirements, right? I've never heard of a ghost who could paralyze humans with a slap. Her power is apparently just as exorbitant as her obsession. You've got a lot of nerve turning me down over some nonsense. How dare you rebuff my advances? You need to get over yourself. Yeah, you're not as big a catch as you think you are, Vel. I'm not a fan of lying, but if two of our house wardens couldn't make the cut, we've got to seriously step up. Next, you there, the strapping young man with the big white ears. Ah, now it's Jack's turn. Name's Jack Howell. How's your skill with a sword? What's the biggest monster you've slain? Do you have a legendary sword that's been passed down for generations? A sword? What good's a glorified metal stick when I can just punch? You're out! Oh no, she requires a legendary sword. These requirements are getting a lot more. I guess she wants the one with a legendary sword who's slain a dragon or something. Oh no! Jack also got slapped. Hey, that hurt! You can't rescue a princess from monsters without a legendary sword! You're no prince! Overblots count as monsters, right? Although I don't know if they count as slain. Next, you, the sharp-eyed handsome one. I am Sebek Zigbolt. What instruments do you play? The piano? Flute, perhaps? You wish to know about musical talents. I'm so glad you asked, Ghost. Let me tell you about my lord. His proficiency with stringed instruments is renowned. His violin melodies are hauntingly beautiful. She asked about you, Sebek, not Malleus. I once heard him on the cello, and his playing had such depth that shook me to the core. His music is every bit as mystical as himself. You're out! You're out! Pardon? You're quite ill-mannered. I hadn't even finished speaking. You know what's ill-mannered? Bringing up a totally unrelated person during a romantic interlude. That's true. Sebek is Malleus's biggest fanboy. You're hardly Prince material. Next, the one with the fetching spectacles. I'm Trey Clover. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. I can't do this. I'm sorry, but we shouldn't see each other anymore. Farewell. She just took off. You're supposed to chase her, Trey! Chase her! Am I supposed to give chase? Yes, you are supposed to give chase. Probably. Alright, well, no. No, please wait! Didn't I just say we couldn't see each other? Please don't spare me a second thought. Looks like chasing was the right call. What should I do next, though? Trey, you're supposed to sing a song. A song? Right now? That's right, you need to establish a romantic mood with a touching melody that tickles her fancy. I'm not exactly the best singer, but here goes. Yes? My what? Your veil is as bright as a freshly bleached dish towel, and your eyes, they're like, grapes. You're so lively. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it, Trey. You're out. Yep. Slap time. Smack time. Yeah, no surprises there. My veil is like a dishcloth. My eyes are like grapes. A prince would never use such utterly unromantic analogies. Your similes were a tad mundane, to be fair. I'm shocked you couldn't even manage your eyes are like jewels. Look, I'm just a regular student, and she totally put me on the spot. All I could think of were things I knew. Yeah, because he likes spending time in the kitchen. Alright, next. You with that disinterested look. Yeah, this could be a problem, because if Floyd isn't interested in doing a thing, he's just gonna pass. This lady's been really getting on my nerves. Can I squeeze her? You're out! Ouch! What did you think would happen? At last we have you, the handsome fellow with a pleasant smile. I would not call Jade's smile pleasant, personally. I find it a little creepy. But that's probably because I know what he's capable of. Jade Leach, at your service. Do be gentle with me. I mean, I will say, aren't like all of the cards in this event not these characters, so clearly they're not gonna do well, right? Like we've got Ace and we've got Rook. So I guess the 180 centimeter brigade is Jade is like Sebastian. Black Butler Sebastian, I assume you mean, and not Little Mermaid Sebastian. But yes, I would agree with you there. Jade is a lot like Black Butler Sebastian. Jade, you're the last one in the game. It's all riding on you. Would you accept a gift to commemorate our meeting? My, what a lovely flower! Is that for me? Look at the expressions on her little spirit flames. Oh, they're adorable. But of course, Your Highness, handpicked by yours truly. I saw it and thought of you. He brought her a present? Why, thoughtful! I'm positively thrilled. Goodness, I believe my heart's all aflutter. Is this actually working? Whatever, Jade. Isn't that the same flower you dug up in the mountains? The uber poisonous one? Floyd, why you gotta ruin it? You're just dumping it on it because you can't plant it anywhere else. Correct. It's a highly toxic flower that would ruin any other plants it was planted near. Normally, a person's hand would break out if they so much as touched it, but it doesn't seem to have an effect on ghosts. I've learned something new today. Are you mad? Slap time. He was doing so well! But yes, Jade is a sociopath. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. That hurt, Your Highness. He might have succeeded if but for Floyd's big mouth. Look, I just didn't like the idea of him sitting pretty while I'm stuck in Slatsville. Then it's a total defeat. What rude louts you are! Not a one anywhere near Prince material. Something's just occurred to me. Not to state the obvious or anything, but we're a bunch of students in an all-boys school. Here we're supposed to propose to royalty? Isn't this whole challenge completely out of our league? Yeah, actually. Oh well. All failures and all, playing musical statues, or slap statues, I guess. I didn't expect Team Tall to get wiped out so quickly. Team Tall. Did you see how Floyd goaded the ghost into slapping him? Zero hesitation. Let that be a lesson. It is folly to pick bridal candidates solely based on height. Dude, Trey's singing was hysterical. I know some people got simple tastes, but phew, those lyrics, talk about priceless. Cut it out, Ace. No need to insult Trey. Oh, I just can't. It gets me whenever I think about it. Alas, poor Bill. His immaculate cheeks marred by a maple leaf-shaped slap mark. And the colour matches too. It breaks my heart, his fair features being blemished is a tragedy of epic proportions. Yeah, totally. But golly, the look on his face when he got shot down! I'm not gonna say it's not funny, because the whole thing was absolutely hilarious, so it's a comedy of errors. This is hardly the time to be yucking it up. This isn't a game. Shroud's very life hangs in the balance. Dear, oh dear, where do we go from here? Who do we think this is? You need not worry on that score. Oh. No. I would like to make up for the shortcomings of my dorm mates Jade and Floyd. My word, they have no idea how to treat a lady. Okay, so it was Azel, was it? I, on the other hand, can offer you an Azel Ashen Grotto guarantee. I'll get the Circle of Severance on her hand. Oh, please, I'm your guy if you want advice on how to woo a cutie. Wow, Kato, you seem pretty into this. What can I say? I'm in my element. Ooh, you should come with, Juicy. The more wingmen, the merrier. Wait, me? This kind of stuff isn't really my strong suit. I don't know the first thing about girls' feelings. Oh, so you're just going to abandon Trey. I see how it is. What? No, I would never do that. Then get to scooting. I'm sure Trey's just waiting for you to swoop in and save the day. You know what? You're right. Trey deserves to have his revenge. I'll be the guy to deliver it. There you go. Shoot your shot and sweep her off her ghostly feet. Okay, count me in, Kato. Let's band together and crash that wedding hall. Oh, Juicy, you can't even see how he's playing you. I suppose I might as well throw my hat into the ring as well. I could barely call myself a teacher if I failed to make up for my students' deficiencies. That sounded so cool! The matter is in good hands, rest assured. Too bad you won't even get a turn, Lilia. KK's gonna slay. I believe you'll both find me a very hard act to follow. Alright, let's go B-Team. Who I get the feeling are also going to strike out. Because Ace is sat there in a suit right there and he's not going in B-Team. Wait, we don't even get to see how they mess it up? That's not fair. Oof. Yeah. No way! Impossible! Why? Man, I wanted to see how they messed it up. Why was I rejected? Yeah, she smacked you good, Azel. I analysed the first team's data and came up with a perfect approach by the Ghost's standards. I gave her a bouquet of roses and sang a clarion love song. Where did I go wrong? Not having a dog or a sword, maybe? She said you talked too much and lacked any shred of sincerity. It rubbed her the wrong way. Oh dear. Of course it did. You're not going to get anywhere talking a lady's ear off. Leona, you were the first to be rejected. You are hardly in a position to act smug. Yeah, but that means he didn't have any any data to go off. Oh man, talk about a downer. I thought I was on fire. I failed to see how your flippant chatter would spark anything but annoyance. Even the ghost was put off by your shallowness. Did Keita spend the time asking her for a Musicom selfie? So why are you here again, Deuce? I was trying to save you, but the moment I came face to face with her, I got cold feet. I blanked and couldn't think of anything to say. She told me I was too cute by half. Oh, the vicissitudes of being as cute as a button. Lilia, too cute. Too cute to be Prince, apparently. For Lilia, of all people, to receive the slap of rejection. No, you're even cuter than the ghost herself. Yeah, that might be the problem. Would you stop shouting? Why must modern men be such brutish cads? They come courting and don't even have the decency to wear nice suits. Oh, Idia, darling! I knew you were the only one for me. No one else comes close. I couldn't agree more, Your Highness. These suitors are all hopeless knaves and wouldn't know gentlemanly conduct if I slapped them in the face. I cannot bear this. How could I be outshone by someone as antisocial as Idia? That shut-in probably can't even sing. Idia's nothing like the rest of you. Like I said, he's the perfect prince. I'm sure he'd love to join me in a song. He's just a tad shy at the moment. He's a tad shy, like, all the time. Dear me, those claims are absolutely delusional. It seems to me you're projecting your notions onto Idia and refusing to see who he truly is. So long as you gaze into the distance, you'll never find what you seek. It's much more important to see what's right in front of you. Enough with your gibberish! I know what I found! That's Idia, my perfect prince. This whole endeavour was a waste of time. We need to get the ceremony preparations underway. Your Highness, you must be worn out after dealing with these humans. Surely there's no rush. Oh, you're worried about me? That's so sweet of you, Puffy. You've been my dearest friend through thick and thin ever since we were alive. Yes, your friend. Oh, does Puffy have a crush? Of course, that's why I'm here, Your Highness. Now show Idia in. Here he is, Your Highness. Ah. To be continued again, huh? Right before Idia comes in. No, yeah. We'll hold the wedding tonight. Idia scrubs up nice. I like that suit. And the white lilies seem rather appropriate for marrying a ghost. If I recall, white lilies are a death symbol, aren't they? I could be wrong. Oh, Idia! That long-fitted jacket really enhances your air of nonchalance. Its black colour and gothic style contrast delightfully with your bright hair, and those white lilies are as charming as your smile. I took the liberty of pulling his hair back. It's a minor yet critical detail. Now you can enjoy his lidded eyes and flawless features unobstructed. He's positively dashing! I expected nothing less of the attendants who helped my mother and father prepare for their own nuptials. Is that how you even pronounce that? Nuptials. That was it. Nuptials. I think. Idiot, darling! You look every bit the perfect groom. I'm absolutely beside myself. Oh, this embarrassment burns. I mean, the parts that aren't already on fire, that is. Did I lose a bet or something? Or maybe this is a dream. Can I wake up now? I just want to go back to my room. Whoa, Idiot's dressed to the nines. He's as frozen as we are. They wheeled him in here on a stand. And she slaps Idiot too? Pridey's downright ruthless. I resent that. I'll have you know I just gave him a teensy poke because he tried to run. Stunning rescue, guys. You crashed and burned and now you're nothing but a pile of wreckage. Shouldn't you normies be good at all this vapid socializing stuff? Aren't you embarrassed? You are so right, honey dearest. Any other guy's total wreck compared to you. And the way you tell people hard truths when they don't want to hear them, well, that takes real kindness and integrity. You're just so perfect, I can't wait a minute longer. We'll hold the wedding tonight. Wait, tonight? Darling, just imagine, tonight when the clock chimes midnight, we'll seal our eternal marriage with a kiss. Then you'll shed your mortal form, and together our souls will depart for our honeymoon. And leave this mortal coil without getting to read my manga? No! Guys, you gotta get me out of this. Well, it seems like you found someone who loves you in spite of your bad attitude. Yeah, you know what? Good on you for finding your soulmate. What? Why are you so shocked after hurling all those insults at us? It's finally happening. Our princess's wedding, 500 years in the making. Back in the old days, this event would have merited a nationwide celebration. But our neighbours were ungrateful scoundrels. They betrayed us without a second's thought. And just remembering it makes me want to die all over again. No use crying over fallen kingdoms. Getting upset won't make it any better. Princess. Oh, I have an idea. I'll make all these suitors groomsmen. They can be part of the ceremony. That way we can have the kind of merry wedding you two want. Okay, everyone, you're going to help celebrate the start of me and my darling's life as newlyweds. Can we not? Please, somebody, anybody. That's all, aren't we board game club buddies? You're a fast talker, talk some sense into this ghost. To think that Idia, king of all introverts, would get married. I can't see through all my tears of joy. My heartfelt congratulations. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful wedding. No! Oh, sad puffy. So much for our B team. Did you see how awkward Deuce was? Who goes dead silent as soon as they say their name? That was pure gold. They all paraded in there like they owned the joints, then immediately got the royal smackdown. This isn't funny, you guys. The wedding's happening tonight. My brother's about to be unwillingly dragged to the land of the dead. There's not much time until midnight. We need a successful proposal and fast. But even Azul failed. The only house wardens left are the two of us plus Malleus. I suppose we have little choice. We'll have to round up every remaining potential suitor. Are you just gonna gradually send in the entire student body until something works, Crowley? Two qualified suitors. Me propose to a ghost? After Leona and Jack already got captured trying to do it? Absolutely not. Leona will find his way back on its own. No way I'm sticking my neck out for free. No, I'm not going, and neither is Callum. There would be consequences for my entire family if you were exposed to any danger. And if I went on my own, I guarantee Callum would go, "Ooh, that sounds fun," and tag along. That's all there is to it. I'm afraid you'll have to clean up your mess yourselves. I can't. Now that Lilia and Sevek are absent, I'm the only one left to guard Malleus. I don't mind being on my own, you know. I'm sure Lilia would share my view were he here, sire. Anyway, that's that. I'm deeply sorry I can't be of assistance. So we have gathered a grand total of nobody. Absolutely heartless. Worry not, you have 2 qualified suitors right here. Rook Hunt, Epel Fermier. You'll help my brother? But of course. Helping our fellow man is one of the most beauteous acts. That, and I refuse to let any more mockery of Ville's fair features continue. I mean, Rook might have a good job with all his, spouting about beauty. And you'll find Ethel every bit as motivated as myself. That's right, I'll save our house warden and make him recognize my strength. If I do that, then maybe... So our C team consists of 2 people? Well, I can't blame the others for not wanting to get involved. I'll join you. Wait, why? You're not seriously going to rescue Trey and Keita? That's part of it. A house warden's job is to make up for the shortcomings of his dorm students, after all. However, I have an even more critical reason. Are you forgetting something important, Ace? Ridley, you trying to prove that height that height is irrelevant? Is that what you're going in for? Am I? Rule 703. Anyone who comes in second in a croquet tournament must serve the queen tea the next day. What's that got to do with... Oh. Oh, yeah. Connected the dots, I see. Keita placed second in yesterday's croquet tournament. He must return to the dorm before tomorrow. He has to serve tea to the queen, that is, to me, sometime today. Dude, this is kind of an emergency if you hadn't noticed. I'll just make you some tea if Keita can't. Out of the question. You didn't even rank in the top 10 yesterday, Ace. In compliance with the rules, I will make certain Keita returns in time. She's always the stickler. Well, it still beats the way you were before. And it's not like any of this is my problem. Oh, Ace, you're going too. So the next team of suitors will consist of myself, Rook, Ethel, and Ace, making 4 of us in total. Me? How am I a part of this? Were you planning on sitting out? Yeah, obviously. No reason to leap onto a train wreck in progress. I want no part of it. Fine, go back to the dorm and tend to the hedgehogs or something. I'll be just fine with Ethel here. Huh? Why me? Because unlike Ace, you possess actual bravery. Ooh, burn. Excuse me? Pity my dorm's freshmen are such cowards. You have more courage in the tip of your pinky than they have in their entire bodies. Excuse me. I suppose it's for the best that we don't have any of those spineless worms tagging along. They'd just slow the rest of our team down. Excuse me? You and Ethel wouldn't even get a turn if I was there. Oh, is that so? You bet your boots. I'll have that bride eating out of my hand with my slick moves. So you just sit back and watch as I dazzle her silly. Monsieur Hart is endearingly devious. Monsieur Hart, is it? So... does Riddle not qualify for what? Despite being a house warden? Huh. Arts level students must always be prepared to band together like the card soldiers of yore. For that matter, I'm not convinced the rest of you guys would make the cut anyway. I could possibly see Rook, but you and Ethel are shorter than the bride. Do you want to lose your head, Ace? I didn't say anything. Here I thought you were coming together, but you're already bickering. We've only got 4 hours until midnight. Please, Kalla, go with them to make sure they don't completely fall apart. Do I get to go as a suitor? God, can I not? No. Oh no. Thank you, I knew you wouldn't let me down. Well, I don't want to go. Ain't nothing in it for me. Yeah, you're way under the bride's height threshold there, Grim. Nobody was asking you, Grim. We don't need you on the team. Just what do you mean by that? I concur with his assessment. The odds of the bride choosing you as her groom are infinitely approaching 0. Okay, I didn't want to go as first, but now you got me fuming. I'm the charmingest guy around, and I'll prove it. I'm going with you. How beautiful to see you all so impassioned to win the bride's heart. Considering how much time is left until the wedding, this will be our last chance. If Operation Proposal fails for a 3rd time, Idia's life will be forfeit. Also, why is Crowley not trying to be a suitor? He's tall, right? The Ghost Bride censored A and B teams for not dressing appropriately. And she was rather taken with Idia's tux. We cannot ignore this vital piece of information. I say we create the perfect prince package. Oh. I have read all the currently available story content. Ooh, Riddle looks fancy. And with a bouquet, nonetheless. Very nice.
会ったばかりで結婚なんて花嫁の考えは理解できない。よくそんな簡単に人を好きになれるものだね。
Riddle's just like, why would you marry someone you've just met? Yeah, good point, Riddle. His vest's really nice, isn't it? It looks like it's got some kind of golden embroidery on it. Which goes very well with the gold tie. Yes, Disney princess, exactly. Alright then. So, I guess we're done for now. The second half of the event, I believe, opens in a few days. So we'll have to pick this up again after that. So, I guess that's it for now. So, thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is where the stream schedule for the week is posted. The next scheduled stream is Wednesday, 7 PM BST, and that is Pokemon Legends Arceus, as I'm desperately trying to complete the Pokédex. I wonder how far we'll get this time. I believe we've got 21 Pokemon left. So hopefully we can cut that down a fair bit. Hope to see you then or another time. Once again, thanks for coming. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!